Hello there guys, what is up? My name is Possum and welcome to the very first episode of Possum's Posse, the series in which I go into a career mode with a team full of subscribers made in game and we enter the team into a Super League. We are going to be playing as Leeds United and the Super League consists of loads of teams from all around the world. That includes the Bundesliga, Serie A, Liga BBVA, Liga de Portuguesa. Rest of the world has Shakhtar and Galatasaray in, just tons of teams. As a whole, I might as well quickly run through them. In the French League, we've decided to go for PSG and Monaco. In the BPL, we decided to keep City, United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Spurs, I believe. In the Spanish League, we've picked Atletico, Barcelona and Real Madrid. In the Italian League, I did have three teams before in the last series. I did Inter Milan, and Juventus, but instead I've decided this time just to go for Juventus and Roma instead, because Roma are doing a lot better this year than they have done in previous years, I think. So, I mean, I was stuck in the past a bit when I put Inter and Milan in, because they used to be awesome, but now they're not so great. So I put Roma in instead, and then replaced one of the other two Italian teams that I've taken out with Shakhtar. Galatasaray's in it, Benfica, Porto, Bayern Munich and Dortmund, obviously. And then, of course, Leeds United, who we're going to be. As you can see, our squad is here. Basically, just set up the basic formation. I decided to go for a 4-4-2 diamond wide, because that's basically what I designed the team as. I picked like a back line of 4 with a centre defensive mid, 2 wingers, cam, and 2 strikers, so it suited it perfectly. And then I also set up some custom work rates, because everyone who you make in-game spawns with medium, which isn't too great. So, you know, I just thought I'd set that up. And also dick around with some of the custom tactics. Now, I don't even know if custom tactics actually have any effect whatsoever on the game unless you're simming the game. But regardless, I made some custom tactics for that as well. Our target for the league is to qualify for the Europa League, I think it is. Or qualify for Europe in some way. I don't really know what it is. I think basically, as far as I'm aware, we need to aim for 6th place or higher and do well in the cups. And basically, this episode will just be me showing you all the goals from the first 3 pre-season games. Now, let me know what you guys actually want for the main body of the series, because what I was planning on doing maybe was 1 episode for each of the games played, be it League or Cup or whatever, and that way I can do loads of highlights, show some great defending from all of the players in defence, show all the goals, show all the near misses, stuff like that, like get lots of detail, make sure everyone's included. Because if it's just the highlights of the goals, basically all I'll ever show is like my attackers score and mint goals, and then my defence play like shit. And I don't think the people who have signed up to be a defender will really want to see that. So that's what I've had in mind so far. However, if you don't mind it and just want to see the highlights, I'm more than happy to do 3 games every episode like I'm planning to do with these pre-seasons. The only reason I'm not doing a whole bunch of highlights for each game of the pre-season matches is really because they're just they don't even really matter. As you know, they're pre-season friendlies, and I'm just going to show you all the goals. So let's jump straight into this, guys. Hopefully you'll enjoy this series as we progress onward. The first pre-season match we ended up having was against Udinese in the Serie A. Very strong side, but not as strong as us because we're badass as hell. Going in with the first set of 11 players, and one thing I will say now is actually in the few of the goals I've scored in these first 3 pre-season games have actually been really quite nice. And what I thought of maybe doing is at the very end of the season, once we played all the league games, all the cup games, things like that, I'll ask you guys what your favourite goal of the whole series was, if there was one in particular that stuck in your mind. It can't be your own. If your guys scored it, it doesn't count. But basically what that'll do is nominate them for goal of the season, and then I'll let you guys vote on it. Again, you can't vote for your own if one of yours does get nominated. Obviously the strikers are more likely to be involved there, but I will say now, one of the centre-backs has already scored and it's quite a nice goal, and one of the full-backs has scored a phenomenal goal, and you'll see that those two later on in this episode. So yeah, first game is against Udinese, and it was interesting to try this team out. I mean, I had trialled it before in that series that I did before I reset it, and this team just plays really well. I like how I've set up the players, and it's all just really good stuff. Starting off, we actually end up conceding first in the 28th minute. Ian England with a really shitty headed back pass. Great save from the keeper off the bar, but then the rebound fell for the header, and then we ended up conceding 1-0, which was a bit of a bummer because we'd actually had quite a few chances on goal prior to this and just couldn't quite put one away. However, we are Possum's Posse. We don't put our head down. We always fight to try and come back from it. And just before half-time, great interception from Masters in centre-back to start the attack. Get very lucky with a really crazy deflection, but Dan John Moore takes advantage of the situation and drills it past the keeper to equalise. Right before half-time, a great time to score a goal. Gives you the moral advantage going into the second half. Just a little chunk after half-time. Great tackle from Johnny, sets the play off again, and we actually managed to get in the lead with this little bit of play. Dan John Moore, great little turn, fantastic assist, splits the defence in two, and I cut inside with my own guy Bez. Very coolly, almost off balance, managed to put it past the keeper, and then I do my funky robot dance as we go 2-1 up in the 66th minute. Now, if you thought our 45-minute equaliser was a little bit bullshit because it was right before half-time, wait till you see this. Calafiore, love that name, wins the header, little 1-2 from Dan John Moore and Bears there, and just slots it past the keeper to make it 3-1. That was a lovely finish. I don't know what it was about the way he struck the ball there, but it was just very nicely placed on the far side. Copies my robot celebration, the bastard, as he scored 2 and is currently top scorer. Little son of a bitch. But yeah, we end up winning this first preseason game 3-1, which is a very good start indeed, considering we went 1-0 down before and we managed to win it back. For the second preseason game, we went away to Werder Bremen, and now this one was an interesting one, considering it took us a whole half before we finally managed to score. It really didn't take us too long. Charles with a little ball over the top, Steinar with a fantastic chest control, passed his defender, brought it down, smacked it past the keeper, slid on his knees to celebrate, and he took us 1-0 up in the 12th minute of the game, which was a fantastic start indeed. 10 minutes later, we score a second. Now watch very carefully what happens as soon as Haljonen, aka Wendy's, wins this header here. Straight from the goal kick, heads it down, and then, look, he's off. He's up the pitch. And this was quite a bizarre goal because I wasn't expecting Haljonen to have been the one to score it. It took me a while to figure out who had actually done it because I didn't recognise the player as being one of the normal strikers. But boom! Bicycle kick, son. 2-0. I was like, who even is that? That doesn't look like Chester or Steinard or even Chaz, because Chaz has the dreadlocks. Eventually worked out that it was Haljonen running all the way up the pitch to get us that second goal. Half time rolled around and we were 2-0 up, which has definitely put us in the driving seat. And this is really sort of where the floodgates opened. Chester tried to sneak it past the keeper. It was a fantastic save. I don't know how he didn't manage to slip it round, but it led to a corner which we scored from. An unsuspecting score as well, a mistimed header, Glover running in on the edge of the box, Glover lover drilling it low and hard into the bottom corner past the keeper, making it 3-0 at 50 minutes, and the goals certainly do not stop there. Like I say, the floodgates just sort of opened, and we ended up going on a massive tear, and the standard of the goals was really, really great as well. Not too soon after the goal that we just scored, Hemo with some great defending, and then playing out from the back, some really nice team play, Chaz to Chester, Chester to Steinard, Steinard back to Chester, pinching it just away from the right mid there, and he just takes it himself, drills it low and hard, right across the keeper. Fantastic finish, and to be honest, I don't even think the right mid was pissed there because it was such a great goal. Nice little run, sort of deserved to be Chester's goal. I mean, Chester was fairly quiet in the first half, but really sort of started to shine in the second. Lots of different chances, like the one that led to that corner that we scored from, and this goal as well. Now, whilst Haljonen's goal was a very nice bicycle kick indeed, this goal has to be my favourite of this match. I mean, there was just something about it. The way, I think Haljonen's wasn't hit very clean. He sort of kicked it into the ground, but just look at this. First time volley, back across the goal. Steinar, now that is a classy finish. That is sort of Robin Van Persie-esque volley. Back across the keeper, making it 5-0 in 63 minutes. And to be honest, just look at that, boom. Sit down, that is delicious. Now, to add insult to injury to Werder Bremen, we end up scoring yet again right near the end of the game. I think 89th minute, 90th minute. Good little bit of team play here. Slips it in to Steinard, who just plays in Woods, who drills it again across the keeper into the top corner. Fantastic little finish, making it 6-0 in the second preseason game. The third and final game was against Swansea. Now, I was a little bit confused at first. I was thinking, what, Swansea? We're in the Barclays Premier League. But then I remembered, of course, I've swapped them out for all the other teams, and they're probably in the Spanish League or somewhere like that. And the first goal coming in the second half, not much really happened in the first half, but just some fantastic work rate effort from Pingus. Manages to pinch the ball, goes all the way himself, and smashes it into the top corner. Absolutely fantastic finish. Thought I nearly skied it, but obviously puts it in the back of the net, making it 1-0 in the 50th minute. And to be honest, just really good work rate. If you watch the clip back, you'll see that he's constantly badgering that defender, and eventually he capitalises on the defender's mistake and ends up making it 1-0. So we end up beating Swansea 2-0 in the final pre-season match of 3. That gives us 3 wins out of 3, which is a fantastic position for us to be in when we start the league. And to be honest, I could not have asked for a better way for us to finish these pre-season games. Now I just want to pause right here for just a moment and ask you, if you have any sellotape lying around or whatever, tape your socks down now, because they are about to be blown off. Holy shit, Calafiore with an unbelievable strike from right back position, takes a touch forward into the space and bang, smashes it right across the keeper into the goal to give us the second goal of 2 in this final game. What a finish, what a fantastically sweet note to end it on. Just look at that, one touch, bang, all the way over the top of the keeper. Didn't even come close to saving that. Fantastic strike, and we end the pre-season. So basically guys, we are going to jump straight into the league next video, which will be against Borussia Dortmund at home. Not a fun team to start off against, not going to lie. I would have preferred someone like Benfica or Gala or Shakhtar or Porto, but Dortmund are an absolutely world-class team, obviously getting the final Champions League last year. So not a great team to face off first, but we'll see how we do. Do you guys want to just see one episode per match? Like one match per episode, sorry, as like I give a good breakdown of all the different highlights and stuff that happened, and try and sort of break down that sort of, it's almost like a 20-minute video each game, break that down into sort of 7 minutes, 5 minutes, more digestible? Or do you want to see a few games, 2 or 3 games, but just the goal highlights, which again will probably be around about 10 minutes. This one's long because of the intro at the start, but yeah, do you want to see 1 match per episode or 3 or whatever? If you have another idea, let me know, and I'll try and incorporate your guys' thoughts into this series. But I hope you enjoy it. This should be a really fun series once we got going. Put a lot of effort into making making your players, so I hope you guys like them and think they're okay. And hopefully guys, I'll see you in the next video. If any of you guys are new, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also like the video if you wouldn't mind, because it really helps me out. Cheers guys, see ya.